So, for the sake of posterity, I wanted to record what it looks like when you mix certain turkey breeds. I think they're kind of rare, and I wanted to document it. So, last year we started out with several adults. This is Blue. He's a very beautiful guy. And we started off with Bear. We actually had a couple of Bourbon Reds, but this is the one I kept. This is a Bourbon Red Tom. He's about 2 years old now. We had some Royal Palms, just like that. This is Irma. And there's Ida. And we had another one last year that we started with too. Of course, we had some Bourbon Red Hens. And that's basically what we started with. So, a lot of what we got was crosses between the Bourbon and the Royal Palm. And they come out like this. This is a red palm. This is a beautiful young red palm Jake here. This is King Arthur. And that's what they look like. Sometimes they have a little more white on their wings, but that's generally what they look like. And I kept some hens, as you can see. Now the red palms can also come out with this look here, this light kind of washed out red look. About 30% of them or so will come out looking like that. And now this girl here, Flower, she's a cross between the two. So this is the rarest red palm look of all. And so once again, she's a cross between that and that. So she's very pretty. This is probably my favorite look overall. And I wish I'd have kept more of them. So anyway, that's the red palm. They have a great personality. They're kind of upbeat like the Royal Palm, but kind of more earthy like the Bourbon. Kind of a good mix overall. This is probably one of my favorite breeds is the red palm. So the next thing is when you cross a Blue Slate with the Royal Palm. This is a blue palm here, and you can see what she looks like, kind of a lighter version of a Blue Slate. Pretty cool. Kind of like this look right here. She's been fighting with everybody, so her face is a little beat up, but nice little girl. And then let's see, next we'll do some mixes with the Bourbon. I have here a Blue Slate mixed with Bourbon Red. So you can see this is kind of, it has the fleck of the Blue Slate and kind of blue, but also the red. These turkeys are very interesting in that they're very intelligent, but all of them that I bred, they seem to need a lot of TLC and one-on-one attention. They need more individualized attention. They don't do as well in group settings like this. Like if you just had a couple turkeys and you could give them a lot of TLC and love, this would be a good one. They're very special, very intelligent. But just kind of need a little more love and care. So this is called when you cross a Blue Slate with a Bourbon Red, it's called a Rusty Slate. So that's what that one looks like. And then moving on here, when you now the Blue Slate, he is a combination of a Spanish black and a lavender blue. I did have a lavender blue. Unfortunately, we don't have anymore. Predator got him. But so he can pass on 3 different genetic types. He can pass on the lavender blue. He can pass on the pure Spanish black, or the fleck that he has, the ideal look that is the blue fleck. So obviously he passed it on there. He passed on the fleck. Now, and several of I kept these individuals as models, the ones that I'm showing here. Now, several of his offspring, he passed on the Spanish black. So if you cross a Spanish black or the Spanish black component of a Blue Slate with a bourbon, you get a rusty black, which is what this little girl is. It's a rusty black, very nice turkey. They're very sweet. I really like the personality. The Spanish black has a totally different temperament than the others. It's very interesting, um, but pretty good overall. If little, you just have to try them and see if you like the temperament. But they're pretty nice. So anyway, she's pretty. She's definitely pretty. So that's one way it can go if you cross a Spanish black with a Bourbon Red. Now I do have another Jake who is also Spanish black, although he took a kind of a different look. This guy here got more of the iridescent look, the black shiny iridescent look. He's also a Spanish black, believe it or not, and very pretty guy. I really like him. So I wish he would. He doesn't display much. He's a beta, but anyway, you can kind of get a sense of what he looks like. He doesn't have as much of the mixed look as the hen that I kept. Anyway, that's another Spanish black. So, moving on. If you mix the Spanish black genetic with a royal palm with the white, you get what's called a black palm, and this is a black palm here. She's basically just a black and white mix. Pretty cool. The Spanish black mixes tend to be pretty docile. They're pretty. I mean, they're feisty in their own way, but they're pretty docile. So there's a good look comparing the black and white with the black and red, standing next to each other there. So. Yep, I just wanted to document these since not many people are doing it. Of course, I got a bunch of bourbons still. These two guys I kept, these little toms, Jakes I kept from last year. Raised a lot of babies, probably at least 200 poults I raised, and sold most of them. Anyway, though, so yeah, I just wanted to document that. Oh, come on now. Come on, be nice. Here's another look of my little red palm Jake. God, he's just so pretty. I really love this look. And she's quite jealous, aren't you? They get so jealous of each other. Anyway, look at how pretty he is. What a beautiful little guy. So, anyway, there we go. And Bear's my boy. Tilly's the grandma. She's the mommy of them all. And Bear's the big daddy. So, anyway, there we go.